Hi ladies, Jenny Bolter, your Jamberry Nails Independent Consultant. In this video I'm going to show you my application technique. If you go on YouTube and search for Jamberry application techniques, you'll find a whole bunch that come up, and this is the one that I found that works best for me. So I've already went through and kind of prepped my nails. I trimmed them already, and I went through and filed them, and I actually already used the Jamberry cuticle remover pen on my cuticles. And I use, the best thing that I found is this cuticle spoon, which I got at Target for like $4 or $5. And you can go through, and this helps get that invisible cuticle off that's always on the sides of your nail. So I'll go through and do that. And then after I do that, I'll usually take just a really fine grit nail file and just kind of file both the top off. And then you want to make sure, I just have rubbing alcohol on here. You want to make sure you clean them really well. So I'll go through and clean them really well with rubbing alcohol. And one last step that I do before I apply my wraps is I use the Jamberry Strengthening Base Coat. I just started using it this winter because my nails were kind of dry, so I just felt like it had protected them more with the wraps. You don't have to use it. I just got into the habit of doing it. So this is a sheet of the nail wraps. This is Diamond Dust Sparkle. I've used some of them already, obviously, but they come 18 on a sheet, and the smaller ones you use for a manicure, and then these two bigger ones you use for a pedicure. So this one I use for my big toe, and then I'll cut this one into 8 littler ones to fit my little toes. And they're on a clear sheet to make it easy to line up, or to figure out which size fits your nail. So I'm going to do my ring finger here. So I know that the second smallest wrap fits my ring finger, and you always want to make sure that the wrap isn't too big. So if you have a sliver of nail showing on each side, on the sides, that's a good thing, because if they're touching your the sides of your fingers, your skin, they're going to lift off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pair of tweezers that I have, and I'm going to lift this up, because you never want to touch the back because the adhesive's on the back. So I'll lift this up and then just use a pair of nail scissors here to cut it. And I kind of know how long my nail is. You can always just cut them in half, but I always end up with a little bit in the middle because my nails aren't super long. So I just have this on the tweezers, just kind of barely touching it. And this is a cold application, so I'm going to put them on cold and then heat up as we go. So I'm just going to line it up. Like I said before, you don't want them to, I get it as close to the cuticle as I can without touching it. So I just barely lay it on there like that. And then I'm going to use my Jamberry mini heater. If you don't have one, you can always use, if you have a small space heater, that works great, or a blow dryer. You just need a heat source. So I'm just going to heat them up for about 5 to 10 seconds. And then I'm going to take this rubber cuticle pusher, and I'm just going to go through and push down just the middle part right now. So I'm just going to go through and push down that middle. So now the middle part is stuck on. So I'm going to go and I'm going to heat up one side. And then what I do is I start at the bottom, and I'm just going to push out to the side, starting at the bottom, and just work my way up. And then I will heat up this other side, do the same thing. So start at the bottom and just kind of push out as I work my way up to the top. It's kind of hard to see, so I went like this and just kind of pushed out all the way up. And then the last thing I do is I just kind of tug it, just kind of pull it, because that way it gets out any of the bubbles or creases you might have at the top. So there it is. And the adhesive on the back is activated by heat and pressure. So you just want to make sure you heat them up good and apply lots of pressure. So I'll just go through usually and rub them down one more time. Alright, so there we go. So normally what I do is I'll go through and I'll do all my nails, and after I do that, then I'll finish them. So after I have them all applied, I'll go through and I'll file the ends off. So this is a coarse grit nail file. And you always want to do it at a 90-degree angle. So I'll just go through and kind of file that. And a lot of times I'll just have to use a pair of nail clippers and just do the edges. Okay. And then one last thing I do is I'll take the buffer, just so they're not rough on the edges. Still at a 90-degree angle. You never want to go this way because it'll make them really rough. So just downward. And then one final thing I do kind of seal the ends. I just use a regular sandwich bag and wrap it around and pull it tight like that. And then I'll put it in front of the heater for about 10 seconds. And there we go. All done. A manicure usually takes me about 20 to 30 minutes. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.